Hello. What's the best location to buy your rental property for investment? Should you go for London and the south, where demand for property is high, or lower cost areas in the north of England, where prices are much lower? Or should you just be looking at locations near to where you live? Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Tariq, or Dr. T, and I've been in the property business for almost 50 years. Here's a bit about me. In the 1980s, whilst working as a junior doctor, my hobby was computers, and I co-founded one of the UK's largest PC manufacturers with over 3,000 staff and brands such as Tiny, Opus, and Time Computers. Computer manufacturing moved to China by early 2000s, and during the past 17 years, I researched and analysed the UK property market and developed a property business for 100% passive investors that is different to traditional agents and property companies. My children and over 100 staff now run this business, but I still help out with strategy, marketing, and client advice. We've appeared on the BBC's main property show over 7 times, bought, renovated, rented out, and resold almost 3,000 low-cost houses, and we continue to look after these on behalf of our clients. I'm now retired from my part-time NHS work, but I really enjoy helping people with property investment and making videos like this. Before we dive in, if you find today's information useful, please hit the like button. Drop a comment below letting me know about any other topics you'd like me to cover next. And make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss future property tips. It really helps the channel and spreads the word. Let's get back to the video. So where is best? Well, the answer depends on if you are going to be the active landlord of the rental property you buy. If so, you'll have all the responsibility and liabilities of the landlord, even if you're using a standard lettings agent. In that case, it's best to buy your investment property in locations near to where you live. That way, you can be more in control, as you will have to do more. But if you're going to be a passive owner and rent your property to a property company that sublets to its own tenants and takes care of everything, then you're not the acting landlord and don't have responsibility for the tenancy or the property maintenance. And even the new rules in the Renters' Rights Bill don't apply to you. So you don't have to buy locally and can buy in areas that deliver the best investment returns. You could be living anywhere, even abroad. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's a good time. We publish content every week on UK property investing. Hit the bell and like. It really helps the channel and ensures you're notified when the next video is released. For the rest of this video, I'm going to assume you are such a passive investor wanting to buy for the best investment returns. So when it comes to UK investment property, most people immediately think of London. And yes, London has done well in the past 30 years. But the problem is that London may not deliver the best investment returns when we look at rental yields and future capital growth. The main reason for this is that prices in London are 4 to 6 times higher than prices in the north of England. I've covered in another video why demand for rental property is now at the lower end of the market. Lower cost properties give better net rental yields. For the same budget as getting one house in London, you could get 4 or more houses in the north and in total get much higher net rent. When it comes to capital growth, long-term data shows that properties everywhere have grown at a similar rate when averaged over the long term, doubling every 12 to 13 years, with the average annual increase being around 7% per year in almost all areas, north and south. This is surprising, but it's true for the average growth over the long term. And now experts think that in the future, the percentage capital growth in the next 10 to 20 years is likely to be higher in the north of England, where house prices are lower. So for both rental yield and capital growth, it makes sense to buy property in the north rather than in London. Although I'm sure London can still work well for active landlords that live in London. Now, due to properties in the north being cheaper, they're affordable, give you more flexibility, lower risk, and can be more tax efficient. The new tax changes from the Labour government are likely to affect London the most. It may result in extra costs when buying and owning properties over £500,000. So if you're a passive investor, you should buy where you get the best investment returns. And right now, that is more likely to be the lower cost houses in the north and not London. Please comment below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. And now here's a message from our sponsor.
If you want to invest in property and get 7% net rent, long-term capital growth, no costs or liabilities ever, do nothing yourself, and be living anywhere in the world, then consider Find UK Property. They provide 100% passive investment solutions for long-term income from freehold properties starting at under 80k. You get a property that is affordable, fully renovated, already rented out, contractually guaranteed and productive from day one. You become the owner and rent it back to Find UK Property so that they become your tenants and look after all aspects of the property in a fully compliant way. You never need to deal with tenants, estate agents, or do any property maintenance or repairs, or pay for any costs. Find UK Property look after over 2,500 houses, all of which are sublet to their own tenants. And on average, they get more rent from their tenants than they have to pay the property owners. So that way they can cover all the property costs. Their solutions are great for those wanting to retire on pension-type income or gradually build large property portfolios passively in a tax-efficient manner. Please visit the website at findukproperty.com and speak to a consultant today.